Hundo, fine. CMP. We'll just sack Zacian. Hope Kyurem can clean up in the back. It's fine. Got both of his shields. We're up his shield. He should have no energy on Mount. Or close to no energy. Little. It's just, yeah, come in. Clean up. We'll see. I can just get a shield. So we'll be up a good amount of energy. What I could do is make a catch, but overfarm, throw the fusion flare. Let's see what kind of matchup we have. Ground, yeah, that's very good. We'll throw 2 Dragon Breaths and go for a catch on the Palkia. Never mind. Yeah, Ice Burn just clearly have a chance. Take the win. Okay. Oh, anyways, here's the team. Just 15, 15, 13 Palkia. Hundo, level 51, Zacian. Hundo, Kyurem. Never managed to get my hands on a Hundo Palkia, so at least actually no, never mind. Not this is not great. We're gonna go ahead and go to White Kyurem here. It looks like he is gonna switch to Zacian, which honestly is not terrible for us. Looks like he does have the best buddy Zacian. I'm gonna assume he's gonna throw a Behemoth Blade here. No, looks like he is going to go with the close combat, so he's looking to use some shields. Which is fine. We'll trade our shields here. We do not have too much fast move pressure to hit Zacian, but we are going to pressure his shields really nicely. And actually, we will be able to pick up the knockout if we can make it to another fusion flare, which I believe. It's just, yeah, we definitely want to make this trade, for sure. It's going to be a little rough. Nice play, but not really. He's going to lower his defense with the Brave Bird. It should almost take me out, but we'll live on a comfortable little bit of HP. For the Aqua Tail, should pick up the knockout, or at least come very close. And yeah, we should be in a nice position from here. If he comes in with Zacian, we're just gonna come in Aqua Tail. Yeah, we get the Aqua Tail before we get knocked out. The only way it's gonna get a little sketchy from here is if he makes the close combat. Before we make our fusion flare, which I believe he is going to, but so we have a Zacian down a turn into whatever he has in the back. Let's see if it's a win. So it looks like it is going to be Primarina. If that was on Waterfall, that could have been a little tiny bit sketchy, but honestly, Behemoth Blade should have done fine there. Yeah, we were never gonna lose that. So GG's there. Last battle of the set. Right here. Looks like we do have the mirror matchup with Zacian. And it looks like we do. He does have the Hundo, but we have the best buddy ribbon. So we will be winning this matchup as long as... So it looks like he is going to go for double close combat. What we're going to try and do is catch the second close combat. So we're going to go 1, 2... No, we're just going to switch clean lane after he goes for his first close combat. We could live this, but I don't know. We're on too low of health to do anything after that. So we are going to switch into Palkia right here. Catch the close combat, preserve our energy on Zacian. This does do a lot of damage to us, but honestly, I'm very okay making that trade-off. So it looks like he is going to farm up and then probably swap out now. So it looks like he's just going to drop a shield to us, or sacrifice his Zacian. Either way, I'm happy. Nice. Looks like he does have a Palkia. So we're gonna throw the Aqua Tail and see what we can do. Shield? No. Unfortunate. We're gonna wait out the switch timer. I would like to throw one Metal Claw here and then make a catch on the White Kyurem on the Aqua Tail. So let's try it. Unfortunately, we do not get the catch, which I think is very bad. That's fine, I'm not too worried. He will come in with Groudon. He has a whole bunch of energy on that Palkia that I have to be afraid of. But it's nothing we can't work through. I do believe he got the sneak of the Dragon Tail, so we are going to have to shield this and Ice Burn him down. His Palkia is in close combat range, so actually I can never lose this, but yeah. Since I do... Oh, actually no, I am short a Metal Claw. So we're going to go for... Okay, looks like he's going to Spatial Rend us here. I just have to hope he's not... Yeah, he can't be at Spatial Rend plus 2 Aqua Tails. There's no way. So it looks like he is going to go for the Aqua Tail there. Interesting play. That loses him the game on the spot. So we pick up the win. Yeah. And looks like that is going to be a 5-0 set. So not too shabby here. Let's catch... Looks like we have our on edge here. That's very nice. Yeah, on to the next set. Right now I'm just trying to climb up to rank 20. Probably won't play too much Open Great League. We'll see. We'll see how much I like the Fantasy Cup meta. The only cup I actually like playing is Master League. I never feel like I have the other two figured out, which I don't know. Maybe that's just me getting carried by overpowered legendaries in a busted meta, but whatever. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Looks like we do have the mirror here against a 15-15-14 Zacian. I'm gonna see what he does. So it looks like he is gonna do the same thing and farm up the double close combat. We're gonna make the same play. We're gonna catch it onto Palkia. We are gonna get the shield there. I believe he's 1 or 2 short. I don't know which, but he is at least 1 or 2 short. So it looks like he was gonna go for a catch onto his Zygarde. We're just gonna play this out. Unfortunately, I just can't read, and he gets a free Dragon Tail through. That's okay. We have 2 very, very strong Zygarde counters in the back, and we can deal with his Zacian in a multitude of ways. So we're just gonna play this out. Looks like he is running Earthquake. Not something you see too often nowadays, but not out of the question either. I don't know. I need to preserve health on Palkia, but I also need to get rid of this Zygarde. So if he shields this, we're just going to switch out and go into our White Kyurem. Looks like he does not, thankfully. So it works out very, very nicely for us. Looks like we do CMP tie to that close combat / Aqua Tail. So we are going to live this, so I'm not going to shield. And we should be able to, theoretically, make it to the next Aqua Tail. No, we are not going to be able to. That's okay. So it looks like he did tank it. That's very good for us. No, this is always a loss, unfortunately. His various amounts of Spatial Rend right here. Since we were 2 turns off, there's no way that we can win this, unless this isn't a spatial rend. It's not a spatial rend. So this is just another Aqua Tail. One Fusion Flare landing would kill him, I think. And we are going to make it to the Fusion Flare before he makes his next Aqua Tail. It's kind of down to how much health he has on Zacian. Because I know he can farm us down. If he has no health left, then we can get the 1 damage Dragon Breath Sir. And it looks like he doesn't have any health left, so yeah, that is a nice win there. We get the Dragon Breath farm down onto Zacian, which is quite nice. And yeah, we'll take the win there. On to the next set. Or on to the next battle. We're in the same set. Yeah. Looks like it is taking us just a second here, but we're gonna re-queue here. Try and find somebody. Yeah. I was running Palkia on the lead initially, but I don't unfortunately have it best buddied my Palkia. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I'm trying best buddy Zacian on the lead. Something else I do want to try is level 50 Eternatus on the lead. I do have it best buddied at level 49, so looks like we do have a Dialga on the lead there. That's very favorable for us. So it looks like he is going to switch it in Nala. That was probably a misplay, switching in my Palkia. I just feel like that was the wrong play. I don't know why. I'm going to get Moonblasted here. Man, that model looks really, really nice. They did a good job with that. I haven't seen Lunala too often. It looks like he's going to bait us with the Shadow Ball. So it's a little unfortunate there. That makes me feel like he's going to shield this. Yeah. Yeah, usually if they bait, they want to make another charge move. We're actually going to no-shield. If it's the Shadow Ball, we should survive on a couple HP. We're only 2 off, and if it's the Moonblast, we're going to come in with White Kira and farm him down. Looks like he is going to come in with Zacian here. That's not the play I would have made. Just because now we make 2 Fusion Flares, and we're going to get 1 through, no matter what. Hopefully he shields this one, because I missed a bubble, but does not shield that one, unfortunately. We are going to go for the next Fusion Flare here. Hopefully he shields this one up. I have faith he will. Yep, shield. And he should be within 1 shield farm down range for our Zacian. So we're going to go for that. All we have to watch for is... No way. Okay, yeah. All we have to watch for is the catch for our close combat onto Lunala. So we have to be very, very patient here with our energy. Unfortunately, since Dialga has a 1-turn fast move, so we are going to wait and not get caught. I don't want to tank a Shadow Ball, so I kind of am forced to throw my energy here. We need 2 close combats to land, but I can't debuff myself, and I can't allow him to throw that many charge moves into just my Zacian. But it looks like he's going to forfeit that one. I think he still had a chance, but I guess I'm not sure. I know 1 close combat doesn't pick up the knockout. Maybe it does with Metal Claw farm. Yeah, we are going to pick up the win there. Yeah. On to the next battle. Master League rotates at 4 p.m. It's about 1 o'clock right now. Um, so trying to get all 5 sets in for the day on Master League. Looks like we have the mirror matchup here. They are best buddied. So we'll see if they go for the CMP tie. Most people don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like going for double close combat. It feels better in the late matchup, in my opinion, to do this. What I'm doing. So he is at double close combat, like exactly. So we are gonna. Okay. That is not actually at all what I meant to do. I meant to shield that. That is gonna bite me later. That is gonna bite me later. Unless he has a Palkia. I'm not within 3 Dragon Breaths, so the only way that energy is worth anything is on Palkia. So we're gonna hope he has one of those in the back. Yeah, that is not the misplay you want to make. Let's see if he makes another Dark Pulse. So it looks like he is going to make the Dark Pulse. I can't really afford to shield this because he has energy on his Zacian, but if he comes in with that Zacian, we're going to make 2 Aqua Tails. So it looks like he is going to come back in with Zacian. I can't switch in my Zacian, unfortunately, which is very uncomfortable. Makes this matchup really, really bad. Because he can just shield this up, and he has a close combat already banked. Close combat plus 2. I think it is going to be CMP tie to the double CC here, and that is not something that we're going to win with White Kyurem. White Kyurem does have a massively high attack stat, but yeah, I guess we were 1 turn short, but yeah, White Kyurem has a massively high attack stat, but unfortunately, it's just not quite enough. I think we actually are going to make it to the close combat with our Zacian, so maybe that's what I should have done. No, I was 2 off. No, I was never making that. This is not completely lost yet. This has to do like 95%, which, yeah, it just doesn't do quite enough. But, yeah, unfortunately, we are going to take the loss on this one. Just barely. He is quite low, and yeah, that's very unfortunate there, but that was definitely my own misplay that caused that, but yeah, we are going to take the loss there. Move on to the next one. Yeah, you definitely want to shield when they farm up double close combat. The Metal Claw pressure is just a little too much for you to be able to make a Behemoth Blade and a close combat into them. So, yeah, definitely need to shield there. I guess in the mirror match, I need to just go for double CC. But no, I can't go for double CC because I win the CMP and then I'm forced to shield the next one. But, I don't know. We'll play it out how we play it out. Usually catching a CC onto Palkia works just fine. Looks like we do have Zacian into Palkia here. What we're going to do here is just double close combat. Lots of people are very scared of Play Rough, from what I've seen. So it looks like we have a Necrozma Dust Lane here. Not something I see too much of, but we are going to... we are going to be able to switch into Palkia here and just barrage him with Aqua Tail. We're not too afraid of Sunstone Strike. Honestly, I'm more afraid of Outrage. But I don't think I'm going to shield this. I don't think he has Outrage. So it looks like he has Outrage. That's a little uncomfortable. Just a little bit. What can we do? We can 2-shield farm down if we want. I think that's actually the best play we can make. Or farm up like, what, 15? Just like this. Bank the close or the fusion flare. Should be worth about a shield, so. Yeah, looks like he is gonna let it go. I could have baited there. I have a feeling he's gonna expect me to bait. No. Okay. Attack drop? No, unfortunately. I'm not shielding, never. I just want ship damage for close combat range when we make it to the double. If we make it to the double, I guess. Spatial rounds coming in. Looks like we are gonna up to 1v3 with station. I don't know. 1v3ing with a double debuff station is honestly not very realistic, so this is probably a loss. But yeah, we are gonna go for it. I mean, I don't really know what he could possibly have in the back that I can beat. I'm gonna farm. Like, so he's at 1. He's 8 short of next. I'm gonna farm up 3 Metal Claws. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Are we gonna win this? He's definitely at the Fire Punch right now, so I have to go for this close combat. I cannot Behemoth Blade him. He didn't even go for CMP. Oh, wow. I could have won this. He allowed me back into winning it, and I unfortunately threw it away. Looks like he is going to double up on the Fire Punches. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot I had a shield. So that's completely my fault. I could have... man. I just need to lock in a little bit. Yeah, unfortunate. That is completely my fault. I could have gone for the Behemoth Blade. I like had it in my head that I had already used the shield on one of the Aqua Tails, but he didn't shield his Palkia. Yeah. So not great. That's my fault. Outrage Duskmane is yeah. I don't see that too often, but you know, when I do see it, I don't see Duskmane at all, barely. Looks like we have a Penn State fan on the other side, so we are gonna have to piece this guy up. Penn State's overrated. So looks like we have the Hundo on Hundo matchup. We have the best buddy ribbon. We'll see what he goes for. Looks like he is gonna go for the double close combat just like me. We're gonna throw the first one on the CMP tie. We're both shielding both of these anyways, so I'm not too worried. And then we are actually gonna farm. So interestingly enough, he does go for... Man, this guy just does... If I had Dawn Wings right now, the game would be over, but... Yeah, I tried to snipe him with Palkia. You never know. So we do have a close combat loaded on our station, which is very nice. So we do get a little bit of farm on Palkia here, which, I don't know. Farm on Palkia is worth a whole bunch, because Dragon Breath and Dragon Tail right now. Looks like he has the Dawn Wings, so I'm actually not sure if he would have gone for like a catch. Unfortunately, we do throw on bad timing with the Spatial Rend. I bet he shields this. I could have Aqua Tailed, but we'll see. Yeah, fortunately, he does not actually shield. But he's gonna try and farm us down. He stopped tapping. Maybe he's lagging. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. Probably lag. Which I don't know. I feel bad, but I need my confidence back, so I'm gonna take the win against this guy. He's a Penn State fan. He deserves it. Yeah, Penn State's overrated. 1 and however many, 14 against top 5 teams. They don't win anything. They're overrated. The only reason they made it far in the playoff last year was because Boise State and SMU didn't deserve to be there. Anyways, we are going to take the win. He does forfeit at the last second, which lame. Let me land my ice burn, but I don't know. This meta is just a little bit strange. Everything feels really weak other than Palkia and Zacian, and like occasionally Ho-Oh. I don't know. So these two losses here are entirely my fault. I can't be upset about anything. I had the chance to win both of the games, and I didn't. So, yeah. It's okay, though. We're just going to move on to the next set. Oh, there's my Great League team. Looks like we should be only one set off of rank 18. Okay, on to the next battle. We have the mirror matchup. Oh. I don't know what that error means, but error 6 occurred. Kicked me out of the battle, which is really weird. So we're gonna just retry. Back out, retry. Finding opponent. So it looks like it is working properly now. So yeah, it looks like we have a match. Hopefully we don't get kicked out. Zacian into Zacian, shiny Zacians. Looks like he does have a best buddy ribbon, but he doesn't have 100 IV, or even close. So I'm not totally sure what that IV spread is. Looks like we are gonna go for the CMP tie and win it. Looks like they are gonna shield. We're gonna do the same. The reason I'm going to go for a Metal Claw after this and not immediately go for close combat is I'm watching for a catch, which, yeah, he would have caught a close combat onto Lunala. That would have been disastrous. Looks like we do win the CMP tie against the Lunala. I believe that was CMP. We do land the Spatial Rend. I have a strong feeling this is a Moonblast, but I'm not going to shield. I don't want to go down shields ever. It is just the Shadow Ball, so we are going to make it to the next Aqua Tail before we get farmed down. And it looks like we are actually going to be on pace to farm them down at the same time, I believe. We need 3... Oh, okay. It looks like he is just going to go down. So he's going to take the farm on Zacian, which is... it's very uncomfortable, I will admit. What do I need to do here? I think the win con is this. Get the shield, sack Zacian, and go into White Kyurem. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm going to get outpaced to the next move if I shield, so I can't afford to. It looks like he is going to Behemoth Blade to see if we can make the Fusion Flare. No, unfortunately we are 1 turn short, or 2 turns short, 1 Metal Claw. Just unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Please be... No. Oh no. Oh no. That sucks, dude. Yeah, man. That's really bad. If this is an Aqua Tail, I hope it's not CMP. I have a shot if it's an Aqua Tail, kind of. Not really. Aqua Tail. Hopefully I didn't CMP. Yeah, I can't do anything there. Yeah, nice play. Great catch. Have to respect it. I was waiting for the Metal Claw to show up for the next one, and I jumped the gun. I went for the Fusion Flare when I shouldn't have gone for Fusion Flare. So this is an interesting lead matchup. Um, we do outpace his Moongeist Beam when we go for Behemoth Blade. We do CMP tie the second one, so I think I only lose the 2 shields here, and that's only if I get baited. So the only reason I have not to shield... Alright, I hate this Pokemon. I hate going up against it. I should run it. It is the Moongeist Beam, so if he outpaces us, we know it's a Dark Pulse. Should be 1 off the next Moongeist. So we are doing a good job outpacing him. I have no reason not to just shield exactly what he does. But I'm going to not shield it anyways because I know this is a Dark Pulse and I can read minds. And unfortunately that's a misplay anyways. Oh well. Not too much you can do about that. We're going to just go in and farm up about like 60 energy onto our Palkia. This is a Moongeist. This is a Moongeist. Yeah, Moongeist coming in. I think he should be 5 off. Yes, 5 off. Nice, we bank up a Spatial Rend, which is actually a massive advantage. This is going to be very uncomfortable for him. I'm not entirely sure why I went for the Aqua Tail. I believe I make an Aqua Tail and 2 Spatials, so... I don't know. Aqua Tail has some decent damage per energy anyways, so... This is a kind of an unfortunate Pokemon to run into. It looks like we are going to Aqua Tail on the CMP tie. I hope it's an Aeroblast because that's what I'm predicting by going for the CMP. Yeah, this is one of the only things that can come in and tank all that energy. It is just supply. We're going to have to switch. So he is going to come in with Zacian. And we do just auto lose the game because I have no way of one-shotting it. My only hope would be if he undercharged the close combat. There was no way we were making an Aqua Tail here. And yeah, okay, we would have made it. Goodness. No, we would have died, I feel like. I don't know. I'm playing really bad right now. That's okay. On to the next one. I don't know. I do like Dawn Wings right now. It feels very slow. Dark Pulse as a secondary bait move is just terrible because, I don't know. You have a lot of things that can pace in like 12, 9, and even 9, 13, 12. Palkia Spatial Rend is 13. Fusion Flare is 12. It just feels very clunky to have your bait move be 14 turns for almost no payoff. Looks like he is going to be on Ice Fang. I don't know. This matchup has always been a little bit uncomfortable for me. So, we're going to no-shield here. He can't one-shot me, so... Hopefully it's a bash, and then we're going to throw 1 and try and catch the second bash. Unfortunately, we don't get it. Looks like he is going to bring in Eternatus a little late and very underpowered. Okay, this is uncomfortable. It's not that uncomfortable, but it is uncomfortable. We're going to Spatial Rend here knowing that if he shields, then that opens up our Zacian into his Zamazenta. Does no shield, lets his Eternatus go down. Brings in the Zama. I bet he's just going to farm up about 100 and throw a Behemoth Bash. This is interesting. If he shields this, then he can't. I have 2 close combats banked. He doesn't shield. What can I lose to? I can lose to Lunala. I can lose to Necrozma. No, I can lose to Lunala. I don't think I can lose to anything else. Especially not with his energy advantage. I don't lose to Zacian. Because I can Fusion Flare, Close Combat, Behemoth, Blade. Ho-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think I lose this. I think I win. I don't win. I most definitely don't win. GG's. Yeah, there was about 3 Pokemon there that would beat me, and this is one of them. So he's just gonna Brave Bird me here, and I can't do anything. I need 2 fusion players. I need him to shield that first move. That was the win con. He's gonna BM Sacred Fire. We're gonna BM him back. Yeah. GG's. Man, started 5-0 and it's gone downhill since. Unfortunately. Yeah, not much we can do. I feel like there was a way out of that, and I just didn't find it in time, but let's see. I don't know. I needed to not let my energy on Zacian get walled. I needed to be able to use it, which I just didn't do effectively. I could have thrown it into Zamazenta. It would have been a completely different game dynamic, but it's okay. Hopefully this isn't Fire Blast. Looks like he is just going to farm up about 100 energy, which is a really nice play. I like it a lot. He's going to throw the back-to-back Aqua Tails. The reason I don't throw a CC there is because I don't want to allow him to go in through while I'm debuffed. So, if he shields here, okay, yeah. We are going to go for another one. He does have an Alcatel banked, so he has a shield worth of energy banked. We're going to come in here and try and snipe him. Unfortunately, we don't get it. This is a very good matchup. Because even if I get baited here, he can't make the Ice Burn in time. So I don't think I ever have to shield. I live a fusion flare here. Ice Burn? I don't live the fusion flare. I didn't know that. I thought it only did like 15. Oh well. We have a White Kyurem in the back of our own. His Palkia is in far down range. Just have to focus on not getting caught. He's dead after this Ice Burn, so if he debuffs, we just have to go in and reset it. Dead on the Palkia, his Kyurem is 1-tap, so dead Kyurem, and he forfeits. So GG's there, nice win. I need my confidence back after the last couple games. Man, was that guy running Lugia Ho-Oh? Sucks that we ran into that, but can't be too mad about it. On to the next one. Is what I would say if we could queue into a game. Okay, on to the next one here. Temp Male 39. Up against one of the true titans of Master League, Temp Male 39. Huge fan. Looks like he does have the Shundo Palkia in here. That's pretty awesome. So maybe I judged him a little too harshly based on that name. I don't believe he's going to farm past 100 yet. So he's not at the triple Aqua Tail yet. But I believe he's going to get there. So I'm just going to throw the double close combat. And then shield up the Aqua Tail that he throws when I'm debuffed. And then go into my Palkia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this could be a spatial. This could be a spatial. Looks like it is the spatial, so glad I'm shielded. I shielded. Looks like he does have a Charm Primarina in against us. So one of the like 4 people across all of Master League running Charm on his Primarina. Or running Primarina at all, I mean. So we are just completely hard-walled. So this is interesting. Because now what? Does he shield a Primarina? Oh my goodness. I hate Master League. We live a Hydro Cannon on Desation. What we can do, what we can try to do, is catch it, but I don't want to do that. We do live the Hydro, so I kind of want to catch it actually. We catch it. Onto the Kyurem White. Not something you would ordinarily catch into a fairy type, but he's out of energy. He doesn't have D-Voice. Looks like he does have Zacian in the back, so that's just fantastic. He can still misplay this game away. Absolutely. I have a Behemoth Blade banked. That is the correct way to do it. Was exactly what he's doing. Nice game. Oh, that's interesting. You can farm me down all you want. My Zacian's best buddied. You lose. Unless my button doesn't show up. Looks like my button does show up. Unless he caught this onto Primarina, then he loses. I'm not in Hydro range, so everything is one tap or close enough. Looks like he did try to catch. Yep, GG's. Nice game there. Yeah, that was a really bad misplay on his part. He had the game in the palm of his hand. Looks like we are going to only go 2 and 3. Absolutely dismal. But we're going to reach rank 18. Yeah. My fault, guys. I have to be gone for just a second. You guys will be okay. My fault, guys. I have to be gone for just a second. You guys will be okay. Okay. I am back. Here we go. I'm back. We have 2 more sets here. Oh, looks like we're gonna have the dream lead here. Palkia into, or not Palkia, Zacian into Ho-Oh. Looks like he is going to go for the Brave Bird and dip. What I could have done is CMP tied him to a Fusion Flare to try and force a shield, but it's not the end of the world that we couldn't do that. We're going to bait him here. I don't think he wants his Eternatus to get completely fully one-tapped. I'm going to shield here, I think. No, I'm not. No, this is a lot of energy. I do want the debuff here, if we can. So our Zacian's a little bit safer. I don't really know how to win this game here. But debuff? No, unfortunately. Maybe he thinks he can farm down. And I could have made an Ice Burn and just punished him completely, but oh, no, I couldn't have. Okay, we're good. We're going to try and Peekaboo catch a Dynamax Cannon. So we are going to go in with Palkia and then switch Zacian. Looks like we do get the catch here. Or he threw it immediately. This absolutely could be a flamethrower. And he does blind throw the flamethrower, so yeah, that is just awesome. I could have thrown the close combat there, but I do less damage. I have no way of winning from this point. If I had caught the flamethrower onto Palkia, I would have been completely fine, but he does have a Brave Bird banked. I can't win this. We're gonna just farm out as much as we can. My only hope is like it's like a Metal Claw, or not Metal Claw, like a Waterfall Dialga or Palkia in the back. So I spoke the Dialga into existence. It doesn't matter. Shadow Claw Black Kyurem would have won me that too, but not this. Unfortunately. On to the next one. Dream Lead again. Shadow Ho-Oh into my station. He's gonna do the same thing. Nope, he's not. We're gonna go hit Dialga here. That's fine. I only switch into White Kyurem to keep alignment, so I bet he goes for an Iron Head before I can make the Ice Burn. So we are gonna. Oh, he CMPs me. So we're gonna go for the Ice Burn up next. Iron Head is only 12 this season. Looks like we do get the drop there, but I have no choice but to. Oh, make the Fusion Flare, but I don't make the Fusion Flare. It's okay. He's not like walled into Zacian, but he's kind of walled, especially like. We're gonna try and force him into the Ho-Oh, is what we're really doing. We're banking that he doesn't have another Zacian counter in the back, which if he does, then GG's. And if you get farmed down, then GG's. I mean, Ho-Oh's really, really bad for me. I need to start running Eternatus. So it looks like we are going to get the farm down. I have no choice but to immediately switch here, because I need my energy to go somewhere. So it looks like he's going to Brave Bird us and switch. He's getting to the range where a Behemoth Blade would kill. And that's just a game-losing misplay. Yeah. So we're going to take the win here, unless he has like a hard counter to Zacian in the back, which he has a Zekrom, which I don't know. I would not necessarily classify as a hard counter to Zacian, but you do you. Looks like our Palkia is gonna pick this one up, so we're gonna take the win there. Yeah, that was not what you want to do. You want to switch out instantly after throwing that Brave Bird there. You can't do anything else. I don't know. Maybe I should build a Ho-Oh. I feel like it would be a lot of fun to run something like that, but also I don't know. It feels very rock paper scissorsy because against all the dragons you lose, but against Zacian, which I don't know, Zacian is truly everywhere, you win. Yeah, I think it's a very meta dependent Pokemon. Like I would not personally run Ho-Oh right now if Zacian didn't exist. But the fact is, it's everywhere, and you have to account for it, even if you don't want to. That's the entire purpose of White Kyurem on my team. Is it's just another thing that does positive into Ho-Oh. So it looks like we do have the Zacian mirror match right here. We're gonna throw on CMP. We shield, or they shield. We shield, and we're gonna go for a Metal Claw. Yeah, and I don't want to get caught. It's the only reason I do that. Everyone goes for it on the double CC in the mirror, so honestly I should start just blind switching Palkia, but so lag, unfortunately, or maybe I didn't tap in time. For a second, it makes me lose an Aqua Tail. Sucks, but just how it is. We're actually just gonna no shield and go in with our White Kyurem and try to farm down. Well, not farm down, but try to not take an obscene amount of damage. I think he is at the doubled up size strike, so. Interestingly, has a purified Hundo Mewtwo, so yeah, Mewtwo sucks, dude. I hate Mewtwo, but you know how it is. We're gonna come in. If we had Play Rough, this game would automatically be over, but also we wouldn't have had the same dynamic in the mirror, so. And it looks like this game is automatically over. So that's going to be a GG here. You got to shield that. I'm never going to bait you there, so. Got to keep him honest. Looks like we do win the CMPU because of our Best Buddy ribbon. And he is within one shield farm down range, and if he isn't, then our White Kyurem can farm him down too. If we make it to one, we're gonna go for the BM close combat, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I think he has an Aqua Tail before we get there, or he dies. That looks like we are gonna get it off. So, not that we were at any risk of losing. We have White Kyurem in the back. Looks like this guy did force close his app, so that is exactly the point of the BM close combat, is to spread hate and malice. So yeah, we're gonna take the win there. On to the next one. Yeah. They finally dropped the Eternatus clothing, which is what I have on right now, and I don't know. They dropped it in the store. It takes 900 coins if you already have the helmet, 1150 if you don't. Personally, I think that's ridiculous for being like a month late on dropping it. That was supposed to drop with the Go Past Max finale when Eternatus came out. We're gonna try it here. We're just gonna blind switch Palkia. And it looks like it doesn't actually pay off for us. This is a negative matchup for Palkia. Unless we can land a bait. Which we can't. My guess is we're gonna get shielded here, but you know. Oh, okay. That's interesting to say the least. He does come back with the Zacian, and he eats an Aqua Tail for not a close combat worth of energy, so we can come back in with our Zacian. Oh, okay, never mind. We're just gonna stay in. That is a close combat worth of energy there, so. On the CMP tie, we're gonna go for it. He is gonna be out of energy after this. I just will never understand something. That was a complete misplay. I had to switch immediately. That's just not a spatial rend, is it? No, it is. Okay. Yeah, that's a GG. Nicely done. Good team comp, honestly. Good job preserving your Palkia. Because yeah, I need two CCs here. I'm never gonna make two CCs before he makes two Aqua Tails. Good shield management. Honestly, that bait onto Eternatus was the game losing play. But it's a 50-50 bait call. You can't do much about it. I don't know. Eternatus kind of feels like a pocket Palkia, kind of, which is really nice because I don't know. It 50-50 my Palkia is what it did. Yeah, feels pretty strong. Maybe I'll start running it. I would love to run. Hopefully this is Dragon Breath. Even if it is, I have to switch. But it looks like it is. So we're gonna farm up 6 and then switch out into Palkia. So the only thing I'm afraid of is Draco Meteor. But I think unfortunately most of them run Draco Meteor, so. Looks like he's gonna come in with Dialga. We have enough of an energy advantage where we can make a spatial round before we die. Or 2 spatial rounds, sorry. But honestly, I'm gonna go for an Aqua Tail. Try and just scare him into shielding with all his energy. Because I know he's thinking like, oh, am I gonna die to this? He's not gonna die to it. I know that. But we had to go for it. Just cause. Iron Roar of Time gonna come through. I just wanna hopefully I can get 2 Metal Claws through here. I'm okay aligning my Zacian. So it looks like we're gonna get 3 Metal Claws. Should allow us to double CC his Reshiram before we die. And he has a Ho-Oh and we lose. Yeah, good game there. It looks like we are gonna go 2 and 3 yet again. I'm gonna try switching the team up. We're gonna run Palkia Zacian Eternatus. I don't know. I feel really helpless into Ho-Oh in the back right now. White Kyurem's just not good enough. It's not fast enough to the move that actually hits Ho-Oh. Is kind of what I mean. So yeah, we get an unfortunate matchup on the very first game when we switch to Palkia on the lead. I would have loved to have this station out. That's okay. We're gonna play it out. We're gonna space it out. I'm guessing he's just gonna roar time us, but that's okay. Looks like we do not successfully catch. I'm guessing he's throwing his energy, which is always very nice. Yeah, that doesn't do half coming off the origin, so I'm never gonna shield. And that is also a misplay. So I'm gonna be able to land one of these at least. And we're gonna come in with Palkia and farm him down. So that's not CMP, so I am gonna be able to catch an Aqua Tail onto my Palkia. We're gonna try to wait exactly one turn. We don't get the catch. I'm not too worried. We're gonna Aqua Tail him here. We have a good amount of health left on our station. And it looks like we're gonna try and sweep with a Charmander. We have enough health left in our station. We're not 14 Dragon Breaths. So we're gonna force energy here. That's all I wanted to do. He could have overfarmed a whole lot more, but he didn't, so oh well. We're gonna come in with Eternatus. I tested this thing on release at level 48. Seemed a little, I don't know, it seemed a little underwhelming. So that's about the worst thing we could have run into, but honestly, we have a 2 shield advantage, so it's not the end of the world. And he does let us sneak a Dragon Tail, which is really bad for him. But 18. So that's very good for us. Myth loading there. We can overfarm by 2 or 1. I meant. Just for the Dialga, we're not in Iron Head range yet, so maybe we will be after some farm. But all we need is Dynamax Cannon. So good energy management and honestly a solid team matchup led to us winning that. I still don't think I was in Iron Head range. Eternatus is exceptionally tanky, so yeah, we're gonna take the win there.